West Bay, Best Bay, Buddy the Elf here. I came all the way from the North Pole because Santa said, Buddy, these people are special. And wow, he was right. Tonight we celebrate you as voted by you, which makes this both official and slightly dangerous. We've got heroes who show up during home improvement emergencies without judging your terrible decisions. We've got ride or die, bar fight, backup, don't worry, Santa's cool with self-defense. And yes, we've got neighbors boldly rocking upside down pineapple decor confidence level elite. This is the 2025 West Bay Best Bay Awards where kindness meets chaos and everyone knows your business. Smiling's my favorite. But cheering for you weird, wonderful neighbors is a very close second. Let's go!
Hello, West Bay, Best Bay, you get an outing, everybody gets an outing. Tonight's award for most likely to organize a group outing goes to two people who refuse to let this neighborhood sit at home in sweatpants. For the men, Matt, the mastermind behind Guys Nights Out. If there's a bar, a plan, and a text thread blowing up at 4:47 p.m., Matt made it happen. And for the women, Mona, the force behind the West Bay Tees float, and countless, this will be fun, trust me, events that always are. Matt and Mona, you don't just bring people together, you schedule it. And we thank you.
Ho, 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 it's me, Tim the Toolman Taylor, presenting the award for most likely to help during a home improvement emergency. There was a tie for this award, and both of these guys are from West Bay. Suck it, East West Bay. Anyway, this award goes to two guys who hear the word something broke and show up faster than a turbocharged compressor. Marty and Craig, pillars of West Bay Best Bay, need a ladder? They've got 3, wrong tool. They brought 6 more. No idea what you're doing. Don't worry, neither did Tim, and it still somehow worked. These guys don't ask, should we? They ask, where's the breaker? Let's hear it from Marty and Craig, because when things fall apart, they show up with tools, confidence, and absolutely no instruction manual.
Right, listen up. West Bay, Best Bay. I've seen chaos in kitchens all over the world, but what I don't see enough of is people who show up with dinner when no one asks. That takes skill, timing, and a frightening level of confidence. Tonight's award for most likely to show up and bring dinner unsolicited goes to Kim and Marianne. These two don't text, "Are you hungry?" They just appeared bags in hand, like culinary vigilantes. One minute you're tired and unprepared. The next you're eating something delicious thinking, how did this happen? Kim and Marianne, you don't just feed people, you rescue them. And for once, it's perfectly cooked. Well done.
Alrighty then, West Bay, Best Bay. Jim Carrey here, speaking at a perfectly reasonable volume for a perfectly normal neighborhood. Tonight's award for most likely to win an open mic stand-up comedy competition goes to not one, but 2 people who would grab a mic and immediately make the rest of us question our life choices. Marshall, your timing is so good it should be illegal in several states. And Eric with a K, because when your name already has a plot twist, comedy just follows. These guys don't tell jokes. They become them. Faces, voices, commitment, full send. So give it up for Marshall and Eric with a K. If laughter is the best medicine, these two are wildly over-prescribing it. Somebody stop them. Or don't.
Hi, West Bay, Best Bay, Kathy Griffin here. Legally required to say allegedly after everything. Tonight's award for most likely to win an open mic stand-up comedy competition goes to 2 women who prove comedy is best when it's smart, sharp, and just uncomfortable enough. First, Michelle. Yes, that Michelle. Accountant at Columbia Sportswear by day, comedy assassin by night. Her husband, Eric with a K, already won the male version, which means this household is basically a tax-efficient comedy dynasty. She crunches numbers all day and then destroys souls with punchlines. And Lindsay, dry wit, zero fluff, teaching at the University of Oregon while quietly roasting everyone in the room. She doesn't need volume, she just drops a line and lets it marinate while you realize you've been owned. Proof that the funniest people don't try hard. They just tell the truth and walk away. Mazel tov.
West Bay, Best Bay. John Cena here. And before we start, if you don't see me, that's already your first mistake. Tonight's award for most likely to have your back in a bar fight goes to not one, but two human insurance policies. First up, Julie from New York. Looks sweet, sounds polite, smiles kindly, but offender. You've activated a finishing move you didn't train for. One sentence too many and you're horizontal, reconsidering every decision you've ever made. Respect is non-negotiable. And then there's Kim Stunning. Yes, fierce AF. Absolutely. Kim doesn't raise her voice, she raises standards. When she steps in, the room gets quiet. The jukebox skips and everyone suddenly remembers they left the stove on at home. Julie and Kim don't start fights, they end them quickly, cleanly, permanently. That's loyalty. That's power. That's you can't see main level backup.
If Y.A. smell what West Bay Best Bay is cooking. Finally, The Rock has come back to present the award for most likely to have your back in a bar fight. And let me tell you something, this wasn't a winner. This was a roster. A five-way tie. That's right, Matt, Marshall, Craig, Darren, and Brett. Here's the thing about West Bay. If you run into trouble at a bar, on the street, or even in the cereal aisle at the grocery store, before you can say, excuse me, someone from West Bay is already standing next to you saying, is there a problem? Matt brings leadership. Marshall brings confidence. Craig brings tools somehow. Darren brings calm, which is terrifying. And Brett brings that look that says, let's all make better choices. Nobody here is looking for trouble, but trouble keeps finding the wrong neighborhood. Because on West Bay Best Bay, backup is never late, never outnumbered, and never confused. So raise a glass to the most loyal street corner, bar stool, grocery store, aisle enforcers around. And remember, when West Bay's got your back, IT doesn't matter who's in front of you. Can you smell what West Bay Best Bay is cooking?
Yo, 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 West Bay Best Bay. It's P. Diddy, producer, mogul, vibe curator, and tonight we're talking about that upside down pineapple energy. If you know, and if you don't, ask a neighbor slowly, this street is stacked. It's filled with moms, if like to fuck, and for that matter, their husbands look pretty good too from my perspective in this prison. Well, the votes were flying, the whispers were loud, and 7 couples out of 10 received votes. Now, that is freaky. Mary and Rob, classy on the outside. Don't ask questions after 9 p.m. on the inside. Lindsay Brett, calm, intellectual, dangerously prepared. Mona Craig, organized chaos. If there's a plan, they already improved it. Christy John looks innocent, absolutely not. Aaron Marshall, cool, confident, knows exactly what they're doing. And Lars International Mystery Vibes, respectfully suspicious. But there can only be one couple who had the whole block say, yeah, it's them. Michelle and Eric, with A2 CPAs, both at Columbia Sportswear, crunching numbers by day, absolutely crushing expectations by night. Combi Awards, 1M, Pineapple Votes, hell yeah, Central West Bay, right between West Bay and East West Bay strategic positioning. People, that's experience. They bring that freak-off confidence, the kind that doesn't need explaining. The kind that makes a mogul proud. Let's just say, the vibes are premium, the energy is slippery smooth, and the pineapple is definitely not decorative. Michelle and Eric with a K, keep doing whatever the hell you're doing. West Bay sees you. West Bay voted, and West Bay approves.
West Bay Best Bay. Buddy the Elf again, because I never know when to leave and I love you too much. I just want to say, wow. You're kind, you're funny, you're shockingly good looking, and somehow you all bought houses on the same magical street. That doesn't just happen. That's destiny, or elves. Probably elves. West Bay Best Bay isn't just a place, it's people who show up, laugh hard, have each other's backs, and make everyday life way more fun than it has any right to be. We're really, really lucky to live here. And smiling's still my favorite. But living on this street with all of you is a very close second. Good night, neighbors. I love you.